Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Sam Houston's offense has the ball first today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The kick is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Longhorns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out.
There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Watson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats will punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The run from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got the back over the middle. At the 35, he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan.
Finds a soft spot in the middle.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. That's caught. It's Black. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He shanked it. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll give it to the back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To throw, it's Watson. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Watson. Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finds the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over Arkansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Humphreys. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Porter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
15. First down for the offense.
Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down in the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Gives it on the option. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Phillips. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Phillips. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For